AD from the future quickly just to start this video off, or editor AD, whichever one you prefer. These videos were cut from one live stream, so please do keep that in mind. I did cut out some of the nonsense that we didn't need between parts, so it makes for a cleaner video, I hope. Though I didn't cut too much, so mostly it is the same as it was. It is worth noting as well that I haven't done one of these for the entire season, so I actually basically did an entire season run through on these teams, which meant that these videos are relatively long, but going forward they will be mostly recaps of the week behind, and I will do this every single week. Thank you for watching. I'll now jump into the video. So a little bit of housekeeping before I get into characters, so to speak. First of all, there are actually some things going on in the background. I hope you can't hear them, but they might interfere sometimes. My cat is going a little bit crazy. The wife is not in the office, she's here. And there are some people working in the kitchen, so there may be some sound sometimes, just to let you know, but hopefully it won't be so bad. The other little bit of housekeeping is I haven't done one of these since 2018, which was Season 6 of ICBBL. Season 6. And now we're on Season 25. So there are going to be some things that are a little bit different in that regard. First of all, I'm no longer an admin in ICBBL, so I don't have access to the behind-the-scenes stuff. I need to do things mostly through my intuition when I'm looking at the league. And unfortunately, I don't know some of you. That's another thing that's worth keeping in mind, whereas when I was doing it in the past, I was pretty familiar with the community. I have gone through it... Sorry. Losing my voice. I have gone through it very quickly before, just to make sure that I at least recognized everybody, and I think I do. Though if I do mispronounce your name, or if I do say something that's incorrect about you, feel free to correct me in the comments, of course. And last little thing, I am going to mention both the coach name and the Discord name when I'm going through coaches, if I'm aware of them. If I manage to miss one as well, by all means let me know. If you are in the chat, or if you are watching on YouTube after the fact, and I don't mention something about your team that you think that I should have mentioned about your team, please do add it to the comments. If I catch it live, I will say it on stream. If you say it on YouTube, then I'll try and keep it in mind for next time, though we are on round 6 of 7, which means that, you know, we are towards the end of the season, essentially, and we're actually in the playoff race right now, so that's worth keeping in mind as well, of course. So, let's get a little bit more into character then. Generally speaking, I do talk about you know, things that need to die and all this kind of stuff, and any history that I am aware of, and we'll start with Bronze A, of course. So, we've got 8 teams in Bronze A. A Halfling team, a Chaos team, a Chaos Dwarf team, a Wood Elf team, Norse team, Orc team, Necromantic, Skaven, and Amazon. We actually have 8 different teams. Which team is not in Bronze A again? I did write it down. Bronze A. No, I didn't write it down. Okay, well, we'll go through them anyway. So, we'll have a look at the leaderboard first. Even though usually I do look at the teams first, we'll have a look at what's going on in the leaderboard because we are towards the end of the playoff. The playoff for Bronze is top 2 go through, I believe, plus 2 of the best from everybody who's left over. So top 2 from Bronze A, Bronze B, and Bronze C, plus 2 more coaches who have the best results overall. So let's have a look at how this is looking at the moment. Meshuggah is almost certainly through with his Chaos. Not almost certainly. Meshuggah is certainly through with his Chaos. And it's a fight between Crowley and Meridreg, basically, with Catburst just behind, still able to get into the 3rd spot playoff, potentially, I believe. And the other 4, unfortunately, have been left behind, though I will have a look at all teams. And it looks like it's been a really good season for Meshuggah and his Chaos, which is not so surprising, to be honest, but we will go through each and every one now. So, let's start off with that Chaos team that I just mentioned from good old Meshuggah. Good friend of mine, long-term admin, both that we worked together in ICBBL, I think, for a bit, and he actually took over from me in the what is now known as the Chaos Invitational. It's now his baby, whereas it used to be mine, but circumstances meant that I had to pass on the torch, so to speak, and pass on the torch I did to a very, very good replacement. So, totally awesome there, and I can already see there's 2 heads, so I like this team already. What we got with No More Pain then? We got 4 Chaos Warriors and then a Beastman build, so relatively standard non-Minotaur, non-stupid build, which, you know, is disappointing. I prefer the stupid build, personally. And we've actually got some really low-level Chaos, which is surprising. Chaos Warriors, I mean, with 3 of them just with block. I guess there were some deaths at some point. Let's have a quick look. And there must have been, surely. Jesus Christ, 17. Okay. Yeah, some was an understatement. There have been a lot of deaths in this team. I actually have something niggling in the back of my head that there was a Minotaur on this team as well. But maybe that's a different Chaos team that Meshuggah is running. But we have a really good star, obviously. This is our star player here. He does have minus agility, which, you know, doesn't really affect his career as a Chaos Warrior. It's not like he's going to be carrying bulls and stuff unless I'm controlling him. So we got a Guard, Stand Firm, Mighty Blow, Claw, and Block. Pretty standard. So far, so standard, basically. And gone for the all block setup. Obviously the other options are all Mighty Blow setup or all Guard setup, but the all block is probably the safest, especially if you're playing against other competent coaches, which in Bronze, in theory, you should be. And then we got some pretty strong beastmen as well, including a couple of newbies, essentially, and another block. So, block Guard, plus Strength, Stand Firm, 2 lots of dodge, interesting. And then Wrestle, Agility, Tackle, and 2 heads. There's the 2 heads guy. I guess he's these 2 are kind of second stars. And we got 3 lots tackle in the team, so it is good against elves, and it is good against stunties, though stunties don't stand much of a chance against chaos anyway, if we're honest. Let's be honest. 3 stat-ups though. That's a nice start. I'm not really surprised that this team is so high up the top, because considering that it's bronze, and how many games were they in? A lot. Okay. I did click on bronze, didn't I? I didn't click on gold. Maybe I clicked on gold? No, it looks like I did click on bronze. Okay. So this is a surprisingly solid team for a bronze league, but there we go. That's what we've got there. And there's also a halfling team. Very brave, he says, as a coach who's also probably going to be playing halflings in bronze next season, but you never know. Just doing a quick check of stream when we're going. No, we're good. We're good. Yeah, we're good. So, this halfling team then, Evil Smoothie, another admin from the ICBBL team, and one of the outspoken admins, but also one I respect very well. You have my ham and my sandwich, Fellowship of the Ham. Nice. I realized I didn't actually read the team name and the motto of the Chaos. I'll go back and do that in just a second. So, standard halfling setup it looks like here. Let's see what we got. Actually, let's see how many games they played first, because we saw that there were many, many for the Chaos, and there's considerably less for this team, but it looks like they're 3 seasons in. They must be with that many games. So, Fellowship of the Ham then. We've got 2 pretty solid trees. They've already both leveled up twice, and one's picked up plus movement. So we have a scoring threat on a tree. Yay! No, just me. Okay, probably just me. So plus movement and what is that? That's grab and a block plus grab, and then we got 2 stat up halflings, one with agility, one with movement, 2 sneaky gits, 2 dirty players. Oh dear. It's doubles for dirty players, isn't it? It is indeed. So, okay. That's I'm going to call him the star of the team. There we go. The dirty player, sneaky git, halfling, Lewis Hamilton II. He's definitely the star player of the team because, you know, rolled doubles, also got sneaky git, and he's a handsome, handsome fellow. So we'll stick with that, I guess. There is 1 halfling out, which doesn't really affect you in your game, to be honest. You can miss a halfling, especially one that has 0 SPP, and it looks like he has broken agility, so he's just basically fodder for the line going forward. And 1 sidestep as well. And we did have a quick look at the... We saw that Meshuggah was at the top, and Evil Smoothie has had a slightly tougher season, it looks. What are we on? Game 6, so... Assuming that he's played this game, which I believe he has. Then we got 1 win, 1 draw, and 4 losses. Well... Oh no, sorry, 2 wins, that's a win. Sorry, 2 wins, 1 draw, and 3 losses, which is... pretty good for halflings, actually. Not bad. No, it is 1 win. I mixed up a win and a loss. Okay, it is 1 win, 1 draw, and 4 losses. Okay, pretty standard for halflings then in that case. Alright then, and then we've got Mr. Zimsvi, who is not that in Discord. Mr. Simsv. Who is Mr. Simsv? Joledada, yeah? I'm not sure how to pronounce that, to be honest, so you can correct me. But I'll stick with Mr. Z if that's okay with you for now, or Mr. Z. So Mr. Z has a Norse team where there are some people missing. We got block is better than AV8, and team motto is enter the team motto. So there is no team motto basically. And we're down to 10 players, so pretty tough going for the Norse it looks like. We got both Ulf Vereners with one block guard stand firm. One is with just 2 SPP. Our Berserkers are definitely our stars, and this one has more SPP, so I'll call this one the star specifically. And we got a Mighty Blow piling on guard and Juggernaut, with then a Mighty Blow tackle piling on and guard for Olivalda. So there's your star probably. Yes, look at that chest. What a man. Alright, and then a couple of runners. One has picked up plus strength, which is always nice. Sure hands and guard. And then we've got a guard dodge piece. No thrower. A dirty player lineman, who is not going to help you much when you're short on players, I guess. And a tackle lineman. A little bit underdeveloped. I guess they got smacked around a bit. We're 3 or 4 seasons in. I think 4 with that amount of games. And just 13 kills and 8 deaths. Okay, there's been a lot of death in this part apparently. And I didn't check that with the halflings, but lots of deaths with the halflings is kind of par for the course. And how's he doing in the league in general? We got 1 draw, 2 draw, 3 draw. And then 1, 2 losses, 1 win. So they're near the bottom as well, but overall the draw game is pretty good with 3 draws. That's not bad, especially for a Norse team that's pretty broken. Right, what were these called? No More Pain and We've Got You Covered. They were the 2 things I missed, and I didn't have a look at the kills and deaths, so let's have a look at that with the halflings. Got 7 kills, which is pretty impressive, and 9 deaths, which is also pretty impressive for a halfling team. Alright then, and on to Crowley, who I believe is also called Crowley. I'll just double check though when I'm here. Yeah, he's Crowley in both places, okay, with Wood Elves. I hate him already. So, that would be nice. I think I've played this team actually at some point. So I think they're relatively new, because I think these were in my Steel last season. Might be wrong about that, but I believe so. We'll have a look as we go though. And no team motto here. And we're down to 10 players as well, including one that is... what is he? He's just missed next, he's fine. So we've got obviously the 2 War Dancers are the star players, because they always are. We got the actual star, which is a strip ball, sidestepping tackle jump up player. Yeah, jump up kind of is a good skill for a War Dancer. I never really thought about it before, but makes him very good as a cage diver actually, and just generally speaking even more annoying than a War Dancer already is. So that's a nice development. And we got a Frenzy War Dancer, so there's your surfing choice with tackle and sidestep as well. Yeah, taking some interesting choice on War Dancer actually that you don't see so often. The standards are here as well. The tackle, sidestep, and strip ball are pretty straightforward, but jump up and frenzy I don't see it too often. We got a catcher with guard and block, and another catcher with just block. Guard on catcher it's a debate among a lot of players, I guess, but generally speaking, the more guard on any team, the better. It's always a good skill to take for the most part. There's very few exceptions where it's not a good idea. And then a lineman with agility dodge, and a thrower. There's just a thrower. I actually thought that was a lineman for a second, but a thrower. And yeah, looking at these names, I'm fairly certain I've played this team. So let's have a look at some statistics. No, there may be 3 seasons in actually. 11, 4, 7. I'm not thinking about the chance. I'm not thinking about the fact that you can have some time in wood between seasons, because I don't do that personally. So maybe it is 2nd season, but he's also been in wood for a few games. So 2 kills on this team, and an healthy number of deaths. Yeah, I think that kind of covers that statistic. 11 deaths. That's a shame. And 6 games in, so we've got not a great result for Wood Elves, to be fair. 3 wins, 2 draws and a loss. Yeah, it's not bad. And the loss is against Skaven, so we're fine. That was really good. That was a really good fight by the halflings. Actually, I didn't see that in the halfling matchup, but 2-4 as halflings against wood elves. That's a very respectable score, actually. It's too easy to talk down to halflings. What can I say? They're small. And then we got Cerrone and Sour's Squad Ron. The writing is too small. Sorry, couldn't quite read that. And I'm gonna have to figure out which team is gone before I move on. I think. I don't think I made a note to which team is gone in this group. So let's have a quick look at the leaderboard again. Is Catbus out? No, Catbus is in. Sorry. King Lodos is in. Slice is out. Okay, that's fine. Just wanted to check before I moved on, because I was sure that these 4 teams were in. I wasn't sure with the rest. So, Sour's Squad Ron. That's a pretty hard thing to read if you suffer from dyslexia. And Daka Daka Daka. Daka Daka Daka. So we got all 6 dwarves, of course, 2 bull centaurs, and we've got the Minotaur who is impaled on a flag. Well, that's some really good yeah, that's scary. Alright then, let's have a look at the team roster. So we got Bull Centaur out for the last game. Oh, that's a shame. And Bull Centaur is actually the star of the team. That's a really big shame. And Armor busted 2. Wow, he's taken a bit of a beating then, it looks like. Yeah, but he is the star, so we got a strength up and block. Maybe he's not the star actually, but he kind of looked like the star. Is there a better star? No, he's definitely the star of the team. Strength up and block, but with that armor value break, ooh, I don't know. It's a tough call now. Maybe someone is going to overtake him as the star player. And we'll skip over the hobgoblins for now, because forget about hobgoblins. We got a Minotaur who's really young, called Marty, which, you know, is a good name for a Minotaur. Marty the Minotaur. Yeah, I like it. And second Bull Centaur's picked up block. We got no sure hands yet. I'm not sure if he's doing the pickup thing with the Bull Centaurs, but he's gone safe with both of them. And then let's have a look at the blockers. We've got a broken blocker, one with Niggle and one with, I guess, Miss Next, but it could be worse. Yeah, Miss Next, he's alright. And one with Strip Ball. Strip Ball on a dwarf, that's an interesting one. I don't know how I feel about that one. But okay, I guess we are scoring with the hobgoblins because every hobgoblin has developed and all 4 of them have got block. One also has busted movement. And yeah, this is a fairly young team, it looks like. The SPP has been really well spread out. Whoa. Why? Someone's followed? Okay then. Fallen Glory, hello sir, and thank you very much for the follow. You actually made me think that I was listening to my stream by accident there, but I very much appreciate the follow. And good morning to you as well, sir. How are you doing? Right, what are we doing? Let's have a look at statistics here then for Cerrone. We've got 2 kills, and it's 6 and 6. So this is definitely a Season 2 team, so they've come straight from Steel for certain. I might have played this team as well last season. I'm completely forgetting. So 6 games. We've got one win, 2 draws, and 3 losses. Been a rough ride, including against the Halfling team. Evil Smoothie is showing his skills here. So a bit of a rough ride for the Chaos Dwarfs so far. Alright, then we move on to Amazons, the only team that I haven't figured out yet how to meme. I can make a meme team of literally every team, but not Amazons, for some reason. There's no way of making Amazons bad. So, let's have a look at this team then. We got Wonderworlds from Meridrag, and kill them all the time, as hard as ice cream. Well, that started really, you know, threatening, and then turned into something really nice. Fallen Glory, all is well, nice you're doing a league review. Did you talk about steel too, or just bronze? I'll do steel at the end if I have time. We'll see how we do towards the end. I'm starting with the pyramid, and we started with bronze. I'm on the first part still. So that's where we are. This is going to take a long time the way I'm doing it, I guess. I'm slightly out of practice with this as well, to be honest. So, who's our star? Our star is this person, who is a blitzer called Alita Moonlight. And we picked up Mighty Blow, Piling On, Tackle, and Dauntless. No guard. But she's definitely a big guy killer, so that's nice. I like this piece actually. That's good development on that blitzer there. So let's have a look at the other 4 blitzers. We've got a guard and Mighty Blow, 1+ strength, fantastic, and Mighty Blow jump up piling on. So we got maybe a second giant slayer coming up, maybe not. We've only got 1 thrower. Yeah, no, there is the second one. There she is. So we've got 1 thrower with block and 1 thrower with block sure hands, and the catches are also in a weird. Oh no, the catches are together. Block and block tackle. And then 1 line woman with dirty player and block. Yeah. How many games are we in? We're only 15 games in, so that's pretty good development overall, I think. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Roger, you do you. I'm doing my best, but man. So 9 kills on this team, and we got just 3 deaths so far. So Amazon. And I did have a look at the table at the beginning, and I will have a look at it at the end, but we will have a look at the specific games as we go. So we got 1 win, 2 wins. We got 3 wins. 3 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws, sorry, and a loss. So yeah, that's near the top of the league as well. I think they're in second actually. I will double check in a minute. Home Slice was out, yeah. Then we got some Skaven, stabby things. So pesky, pestilent pests from Catbus. Pests whom are both pesky and pestilent. Precise. Alright then, this is a pretty broken team again. We're down to 8. Oh dear, that's kind of normal for Skaven though, I guess. COVID-19 is broken, because of course it is. And how badly is COVID-19 broken? This next game. Alright then, not so bad. So we got all 4 gutter runners, even though we've had quite a lot of death on this team. 1 with... Who's our star? I'll say this is our star just because he's got big hand. You don't see big hand very often, and yeah, that is a nice big hand. Okay, we got big hand and block. Let's call him the star because why not? And then 1 strip ball wrestle, so a Saka, and 2 with block already. So we've gone relatively safe, relatively standard with COVID-19, who's broken. I'm not going to read all these names because I think even the COVID-19 is going to get me into trouble, to be honest. But whatever. There's no misinformation in this video, I swear. It's just, I just said the word. COVID-19 is not actually a rat, just to be clear. So, we've got a Mighty Blow and Tackle on a Storm Vermin, and a second Mighty Blow. That's pretty standard as a build. And Thrower with Agi up and Block, which is also pretty good to see. That's very nice. So, on this team, we've played 12 games. So, for 12 games, we're pretty broken, but we've also got some pretty good development. 2 kills in the bag and 5 deaths. Yeah. I mean, we can see from the team of 8 that there were quite a lot of deaths. And what have we done here then? We've gone 1, 2, 3, 4 wins and 2 losses. Alright, not bad, not bad. Home Slice is out, so we'll have a look at King Lodos and the Bloody Pulps. And King Lodos is also King Lodos, or King Lodos is the second one who had a different name. 100 Eyes. King Lodos or 100 Eyes in Discord. Yeah, I knew there was a second one. Cheesy mode, fun. And let's have a look at these orcs then. We got a troll! Alright then. We got a real man here with a troll. I hate trolls. The Bloody Pulps. Beat them with your bare hands. That's pretty good English for an orc team, but we'll take it. So, and we got boxers here, fair enough. Well, boxers and boxing vernacular. So, a brand new troll, apparently. Maybe been added recently to the team? Possibly. Oh wow, stat freak. Sugar Ray Leonard. Movement 8. Agility 4. I think he is the star of this particular league so far. He's probably the best I've seen out of every player that I've looked at. Very nice looking blitzer, very nice indeed. 2 more blitzers, no, that's a black orc. 1 blitzer with Mighty Blow, where are the other blitzers then? Blitzer with Dodge. Disgusting. And where's the 4th blitzer? Is there a 4th blitzer? I can't see him. Oh, he's there. Mighty Blow and Strip Ball. Sugar Ray, best boxer, best orc. Yeah. Fallen Glory, given the helping me out here and being my assistant in this run through, apparently. We got a Black Orc with Niggle. We got a Black Orc with Mighty Blow. We got a Black Orc with Mighty Blow again. And we... Why can't I see the fourth Black Orc now? 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I mention all 4? I probably did. One of them is... he's picked up block, so he's only had the 1 level up. Yeah, fair enough. Alright then, and lineman... Oh, thrower. He's taken a page out of my book. We've got a thrower with accurate. To be clear to anybody who's watched any advice from me on orcs, this is a terrible, terrible idea. But I love it. Just in case. And there's no goblin to pass to. I mean, you know, that's what the accurate is usually for in my eyes. And do we have a lineman with any level ups? I don't think I saw one, because I think there's only 2 in there's 3 in the team. There's a block there. There we go. Did I miss a player? No, I think I got everybody. Alright then, and we are can't do maths. We are 8, 7, 15. We're 15. Yeah, we're 15 games in, so that's probably second season as well, with a couple of games in wood. Or they could have been in the playoff. That's the other option, of course. So the playoff could give you more games too. Looking at that and thinking about it. But with Sugar Ray, it's the perfect passing combo. Absolutely. Alright then, and we've got... which ones are the orcs? The orcs are the health sign, yeah? So we've got 1, 2 wins, a draw, and 3 losses. Alright. And I believe that was the last team, so let's have a look at the leaderboard one more time. So to reiterate, there are 2... It's 2 plus 2, basically, who go through to the playoff in bronze. The 2 top of each group, so the top of Group A, the top of Group B, and the top of Group C, and the 2 top results for everybody left over. So Meshuggah is definitely through, no matter what happens next week. The Wood Elves and the Amazons are fighting for second place, and I'm pretty sure that Catburst has a chance with the overall score as well, because I can tell you actually now, because I did have a look at it beforehand. In Bronze A, the worst, the best of what's left over is 302. In Bronze B, what's left over is 231, and in Bronze C, I didn't put down the score, but there were a couple of players in the running there as well. So Catburst is still very much in the running for the third place if all the results go his way here. Though I don't think he can actually catch Maradrag actually. So forget that. It's going to be one of the... No, it could be these 2 together. Yeah, these 2 together could go through. So Catburst is still in the running for a third place playoff, as I understand the rules. As one of the people who basically created this setup is here, he can correct me if he thinks otherwise. And there is actually 1 game left to play this week, which is the Chaos Dwarfs against the Skaven. And that can actually... Yeah, that can put Catburst very much in the running, actually. Catburst can actually still make it to the top if he's a game in hand. So he can actually still make it to the playoffs directly if he wins both games. Or, yeah, he has to win both games. But if he wins both games and Crowley doesn't get another win, Catburst is through. And the Chaos Dwarfs, unfortunately, don't stand a chance at this point. But Meshuggah is definitely through. He's the only one who's absolutely safe for this bronze playoff. Alright then, let's move on to Bronze B. Bronze B, I believe, is where I am. Yes, so in theory I should know what I'm talking about here, but in reality I'm not so sure, to be honest. I mean, I'm just doing what I'm doing, I guess. So we've got 2... No, who's left? Who's not in this team? There's a Lizard team out and there's a Skaven team out. Okay, so the AI, of course, are out and the Skaven are gone as well. So it's these 8 here. So we've got 2 Dark Elves. We got Chaos team, Necromantic team, Human, Norse, Nurgle, and Undead. Yeah, Undead is still in. Alright then. Let's have a look at the leaderboard first of all and see how we're doing in the race for the playoff here. So, Makarovich is through, there's no doubt about that, and Nibanon and Cerrone are playing for... I think it's Cerrone, please correct me if it's said a different way, are playing for second here, with the other one very much in the running for the third place playoff, so both of these are probably going through to the playoff regardless. I am actually still in the running, mathematically, but I have to win, and a lot of results have to go against the rest of the players. So Manchester United could theoretically get through to the playoff, but it's very unlikely at this point. And unfortunately, the other... Yeah, there was one more team gone. The Undead team are out as well, I think. Yeah, there's no Undead as well. So, yeah. We've got a Lisbon taking place of a couple of coaches that have dropped, I guess. Let's go through it team by team then, starting with Positron Mike and his Dark Elves. Momentary lapse of reason. Well, you say that, but you're still playing them in bronze, so that momentary lapse went for at least 2 seasons. The ringing of the division bell has begun. Alright then. So, fairly standard team if I remember correctly. We got 1 Witch, 4 Blitzers, and then Lineman. Yeah, he's gone kind of sensible route. I played them a couple of weeks ago, I do remember them. Who's our star? Our star is probably... it's between these two, but actually we've got a double on Blitzer here. So here's our star. Blitzer with Mighty Blow. Cluster 1. And he's got 1 eye. So, you know, he punches so hard that his eye fell out, I guess. Which is always a good sign. The Witch Elves picked up Wrestle, which is fairly standard. We got a lineman with Kick, a lineman with Dodge, and a lineman with Dodge Owie. What exactly is the Owie? The Owie is a miss next game. Maybe he's referring to his Murderkorf team in gold, which is beyond all reason. You may have a point. We'll get there when we get there, but you may well have a point there, Fallen. And with Blitzers, we got a Blodge. We got a Blodge Tackle, a Blodge Sidestep, and like I said, the Mighty Blow Blitzer. So, we've got 3 kills on this team, and 0 deaths. An elf team with no deaths? What are you doing? Somebody kill these men. And woman. I think they're men anyway. And so far we've got 1, 2, 3 wins, a draw, and 3 losses. So that's how we look for this round. Then we'll have a look at Makarovich, another... Is Positron Mike an admin? I think Positron Mike is another admin in ICBBL. I believe so. I might be wrong about that, but I believe he's an admin as well. Makarovich is definitely an admin in the team. In the team? Yeah, in the team. He's part of the admin team. There you go. With the Dread Incarnate Doomstack, this was the last game that I played, actually. The last team that I played. And enter the Team Motto, so no Team Motto. He had a rough game last game, but there was nothing permanent done, at least. So, let's have a look at this team one more time. Now, this is the team that I like to say, oh my god, guard. Because there's a lot of it. There's 5 of it, specifically. We got both Flesh Golems with guard, we got a White with guard, and we got 2 Zombies with guard. Dirty Player Zombie, who I think is one of the star players, but the actual star player, of course, is this werewolf here. This thing is disgusting. I love it. So Fenrir. Picked up Block, Strength, Mighty Blow, Tackle, and Dodge. So, you know. Both wolves have plus Strength as well. Yes. Both wolves have plus Strength as well, which is very difficult to deal with, but... you know, can't complain. It's basically got 2 star players on the team. It's like the star player wolf. And the other wolf has Mighty Blow, Block, and plus Strength. I have a yes from Fallen Glory. I don't know what the yes was for exactly. I guess Positron Mike being part of the admin team? I'm going to go with that. We got a white with Dodge Guard, and we got a white with Mighty Blow. And there's a ghoul. That's all I have to say about that. There's a ghoul. So, we got 4 kills on this team. And 2 deaths, 4 kills. Okay, are any of these zombies trophy zombies then? Probably. It's hard to say who would be a trophy zombie, but I guess this one could be a trophy zombie. That's not a very zombie name, is it? Tuyafur. I don't know. Could be anything. Could be a Norseman. Could be an elf. Could be anything. But I guess this one is a trophy zombie. And how did we do then this season with this team? So 1 win, 2 wins, 3 wins, 4 wins. 4 wins, 2 losses. That's where we stand with the Necromantics here. This team's out, so we'll move on to Club der Toten Dichter, which I believe is German for Dead Poets Society. Is that correct? I guess so. And the coach, I skipped over Nibanon. Sorry, I'll come back to Nibanon. But I've started this now, so we'll have a look at the humans, then we'll come back to Nibanon. Sorry, Nibanon. From Game Sunwald. So, oh Captain, my Captain. Yes, it's definitely Dead Poets Society. Definitely Dead Poets Society, there we go. And we've got... Star player is a thrower. My kind of man. We got accurate block and leader on John Keating. Yes, very proud. Very almost smile. And we've also got just two catches, which is kind of surprising. One has picked up block, the other one is brand new apparently. It's pretty easy to pick up SBP on a lineman, so I guess he's been a replacement for somebody who died. And all 4 blitzers are together, thank you. It gets frustrating when they're all over the place. We got tackle Mighty Blow, guard Mighty Blow, and a lineman's picked up guard as well. So we got 2 lots of guard in this team. And there's a block busted movement lineman as well. Nothing too surprising here, I think, but it looks good. Oops, wrong one. We are 2 seasons in with this team as well. 3 kills and 6 deaths. It's been a tough ride for the humans, I guess, then. And we got 1 win. And 1 win. We got 1 draw and 4 losses. Yeah, it's been a tough old season for these humans, it looks like. But hopefully they'll pick up in the last game and have a better chance next time. We can hope for the best. Right, back to Nibanon, because I skipped over him. With Slaanesh, give us claws, which, you know, is common for Dark Elves. You see many Dark Elves running around with claws. I could make a joke about Santa Claus, but I won't. I already did. Damn. So we're down to 8 players here. So another beaten up team, a proper elf team where it's kind of imploded. Lots of good stats though. Who's our star? I guess this is our star. We got a double, we got an extra skill, an extra stat, and we picked up dodge. So Blodge, Mighty Blow, Agility. Kylefir? I'll go with that. That's about as close as I'm going to get, I guess. So there's our star for this Dark Elf team. We've also picked up a movement dodge sidestep blitzer, and the other blitzer has the exact same but in a different order. So we've got 3 stat-ups on this team. Nice. And then tackle blodge. A lineman with guard. It's the only guard we got on the team, which is hard, but you got to roll doubles on Dark Elf, so it's not so surprising. And block. Witch Elf's picked up block tackle. Second Witch Elf is going to become a sacker probably with wrestle here, and last lineman has picked up block. So everybody who survived has at least picked up some skills. And how do we do here? We're 18 games in, so that's 2 plus playoff, 2 plus wood, or 3 seasons, depending. We have 4 kills and 5 deaths. Yeah, that's pretty standard for elves. So we got a win here, 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 4 wins. A draw and a loss. Pretty good season for the Dark Elves, all things considered then. Not doing badly at all in this Bronze League. And my chat seems to have died on the tablet, so let's do a quick check of chat on the computer. Nothing's changed really, no problem. Alright then we move on to Cerrone, who is my final opponent personally, I think. I don't think I've played him yet this season. We have a pink Chaos team. Is that pink or purple? Pinkle, with a Pinkle Chaos team, Citadel of Chaos. And smack your pitch up. Very nice. Had to be very careful to pronounce my P properly there, I guess. And we got a Minotaur, so I like this team already. Minotaur is a newbie player though, so no SVP, or has had a really rough time so far. We've got then all 4 warriors, of course. One of them has busted armor, which is really bad, but has Mighty Blow block. We have 3 warriors with Mighty Blow block, and 1 with guard. Okay, that's pretty standard. Mixing it up as opposed to doing all 4 with the same skill, which a lot of people like to do. We got 2 beastmen who are actually out next game, so we are down to 11 players for the last game. One is having a really bad time. Busted movement, busted armor, has picked up plus agility, though it's not green. Has he got a busted agility too? Armor, movement, niggle, agility. I mean, that's impressive. I'm going to call him the star player. That's probably the top part I've seen of this so far in this team. So plus agility that has been busted, busted movement, busted armor, and also got block. Unlucky. And the other one who has also got mighty blow, guard, block, and is just missed next game. So he's doing a little bit better than the anti-stat freak, I guess is a way to describe him. And what else we got? We got a mighty blow, claw. Of course we have. We got a tackle, block, guard, and a sure hands, block, minus armor. That's a shame on your ball carrier, but I guess he does become a target. Well, you've got target 1, and then you've got target 2. So, fair enough, though. Well, this guy is the one who's taking all the blows, so he's a hero. Jesus, I love him. Alright then. We got 937, which is, what, 19 games. And 3 kills, that's quite low for Chaos, and 6 deaths. Wow, this is a Chaos team that has had a taste of its own medicine, it seems. That's a shame. And we got 1 win, 2 wins, 3 wins, 4 wins, 1 draw, and 1 loss. So, I gotta get a good result against Cerrone, who's my last opponent here. Then we move on to my team, the Manchester United, and it's coming north. The idea is to sing it like you care about football, but I don't, so I'm not going to sing it. They do play in Mansfield, by the way, just to further annoy every football fan out there, or soccer fan. And we've got a team that took a bit of a beating, but after looking at the Chaos team, I can't complain at all. So obviously 2 Ulfs, 2 Zerkers, thrower, because it's me, 2 runners, and then all the linemen. And star player is definitely the Zerker who's had a busted movement. Busted movement to me is not such a big deal, so we got mighty blow and piling on, and he's going to keep going for now. He's got to start in positions, and he can often break my position, but overall, you know, not so bad. And we are actually looking at one of my teams, so I will put the question of the day out there. Question of the stream, question of the video, whatever you want to call it, if I can do it, because I did want to do this. Obviously the season is nearing an end, and I have 2 options for bronze. I have this team that we're looking at right now, and I have my halflings that you'll meet in steel if I have time to do it, which I hope I will. So the first question is, should I carry on with this team in bronze, or should I bring in the halflings? And second of all, what race should I play in steel next season? I have created a meme team for every single race that exists in Blood Bowl, apart from Amazons, because you can't meme Amazons, and I haven't made a second Norse team because I already have a Norse team. So every other team is a pretty meme build. So whichever race you choose, you'll get a meme team. So, guard mighty blow on an Ulf, plus movement on an Ulf, and brand new Berserker. Thrower with leader sure hands. Runner with busted movement, who's probably going to get fired to be honest, and a dodge fend. And I've gone the fend route with lineman. I usually go the fend route with Norse lineman because, you know, fend is annoying when you have block as well. So this team it's in its literal 2nd season, and I've got 14 games under my belt with 6 kills and 5 deaths. So, you know, they've given better than they've gotten actually. And this specific season we've got what have we got? We've got 1 win, 2 wins, 2 wins, 3 draws, and a loss. And they've actually only had 2 losses their entire run so far. So the Norse are doing okay overall. There's them. And then we go to Yogo Bob or Hobo Ted, with numbers at the end of both names. So, the Turtle Thugs and the Bomb. This team actually came from the Mixed League, I believe, but because it was a standard team, they were allowed to continue in bronze. And this team is looking much healthier than it was the last time I saw it. So, let's have a look here. Where's our star? Where's our star? I think the Beast is our star with that. Where's his tentacle? Why does he not have a tentacle? Okay, the animation on the tentacle isn't working apparently. So he's picked up tentacles and guard, and his name is Krasla the parrot. So there we go. Yeah, I still like the name Lickitung for Beast of Nurgle, but that's good. We got all 4 Nurgle warriors. I nearly said Chaos warriors, but they're all 4 Nurgle warriors. Three of the 4 have picked up block, and 1 has picked up mighty blow as well. We got all 4 Pestigors, 3 of which have picked up block, and we got 2 Rotters, one of which, the crippled one, ironically, is actually crippled with Niggle. So, how have we done on this team? We're quite a few games in with this team, I think, actually, so the development is not huge. Oh, we're not as far as we thought. Okay, so 12 games, which isn't bad at all. 3 kills so far, and 7 deaths. That's a lot of Rotters that have fallen prey, I guess. Tittle Thugs is with the sword and wings, so we got 1 win, 1 draw, and 4 losses. That's where the Nurgle team stands. And that's it, because the last team is an AI team. So let's go back to the leaderboard quickly then and have one more look at this. No, let's have a look at the games that are left to be played. So, Club de Tote Dichter still has to play Momentary Lapse of Reason. That's Positron Mike against GameStunVault, or Humans against Dark Elves, which can actually affect the leaderboard, I guess. Where are they both? Humans are down here, and Dark Elves are down here too, so they both have a game in hand. I don't think they can make the playoff, because I think this is literally the worst result you can possibly have mathematically, the one that I have. So I think they're both out, but we'll see. If no, of course, if they get 2 wins, they can go through. What am I talking about? If they get 2 wins, they're both still in the running for the playoff, of course. So if they both manage to win their game. So that they have to win this game and 1 more, and then they have a chance of making playoff. But Makarovich is definitely through, and I guess Nibanon and Cerrone are definitely through. One of them through being at the top 2, and one of them through an extra space, the 3rd place playoff. Alright then, and we'll have a look at Bronze C finally. How are we doing on time? Jesus, I'm already an hour in. Gotta speed this up apparently. We got 9 teams again here, so which team is out? Just so I know before I start. Where are my notes? There are my notes. That's not 9 teams, that's 8 teams. I can't count. Okay then. Fair enough. Looking at the leaderboard first of all then, we've got now I've heard Lemeco and I've heard Lemecho from 2 different people. Good morning, Upsidups. Good to see you. Good timing. I'm on your group right now. I've heard both pronunciations of this top coach, so Lemeco or Lemecho. So if he personally is in chat or watching the video, please do let me know if it's a ch or a k, because that's very useful to know. But either way, his Dark Elves are going through to the playoffs for certain. The Skaven team under Scooter also are most likely through. And then we've got the Nurgle team from... I'm not sure if this is Italian or if it is Hungarian, and the pronunciation would be different. So it's most likely Tesifonte. Tesifonte. It's most likely Italian, but if it is Hungarian, I'm not sure how to pronounce the second word. Could be Spanish, I guess, but no. Okay, we'll stick with Italian or Hungarian. If you're something else completely, then I apologize. Also has a chance of making it through to the playoffs, and Rawn also has a chance, and Undo also has a chance. So there are 5 teams still potentially in the running. It can even go either way with the top 2 here, because... yeah, if there's a win here and a loss here, then there's a chance that one of these 2 will switch. It's hard to say though. It depends who beat who in the playoff, I believe. Alright then. He says it with a K. Spanish. He says it with a K. Okay. Okay, but Spanish. Okay, thanks for the information. Oh, Meko says his name with a K. Sorry. Okay, Lemeco. Okay, you had me confused. Then I was looking at yeah, Desifonte, which if it's Spanish, then it's that's harder. It's kind of close though. So okay, my Spanish actually is not as good with these words. It's interesting though, because Tessie is a word in multiple languages. Never mind, let's move on. Blashurk, I believe it's pronounced, or Undo. Let's have a look at his lizard team. Undo is playing lizards? Wow, I'm out of the loop. Alright then, we got Undo with a lizard team and still got the blues, but no team motto. And so far so standard. So, where's our star? There's our star. Okay then, a skink with plus strength. And look how happy he is. He's so happy. Why did you give a strength plus strength skink? Okay, sure, why not? Good call, good call. Yeah, I like the plus strength skink. Robert Johnson, there's our star. We got a sidestep skink as well. We got a Saurus with block guard. Four more Sauruses with block. One has blodge. Oh, he's a second star then. There we go. We got Muddy Waters as well. Our blodge Saurus. Dodging Saurai. I mean, that's what you want. And we've also got a brand new Saurai who hasn't picked up any SPP. He's picked up 3 SPP, but he hasn't picked up any levels yet. And Tackle on our last Saurus. And we got Guard on the Croxagore, because why not? And Lameko. I'll keep that in my head. I'm just running that over again just quickly. So, 10, 16, and can't count, 23, that's the number. 23 games in, we got 3 kills and 5 deaths. So what's that? That's probably 3 seasons with 23 games. Probably. And we've got... Who are we? We've still got the blues. So we've got 2 wins, 2 draws, 2 losses. 2-2. Yeah, okay. That's not bad for lizards. Not bad at all. And broken things along the way. Then we'll go on to my fellow kinsman, Ron, and his unlikely heroes, the Underworld team. He's doing pretty well with Underworld, considering. I know that he was struggling with Underworld when he first started. I'm pretty sure this is the 2nd season for Underworld, because I think I've played this team. Where's our star? It's a toss-up between a thrower. I think it's the thrower. Yeah, we'll go with the thrower. Because it's me, so thrower's often going to get stars, of course. So, we picked up Sure Hands, block, and extra arms on... No, he starts with Sure Hands, sorry. We picked up block and extra arms on Renew My Prescription. Yeah, he's... There's the extra arm, I was trying to find it. Nice and ghouly. And we got 3 lots of claw. Skaven. And Guard as well on the Warpstone Troll. Didn't go for Tentacles, which is surprising. A lot of people go for Tentacles, but Guard Claw is also a pretty standard build for a Troll, of course. Mighty Blow Claw and Dodge Mighty Blow Claw. He's probably a star as well. He probably is the star, actually. Toxic Warning. But I prefer the Thrower, so I'm sticking with the Thrower. The other Thrower is a brand new player, or at least he hasn't picked up any levels yet. And then we've got 2 Goblins with 2 heads and 1 Goblin with block. Nice. And both Skaven linemen have picked up Wrestle, which is an interesting choice. Are we playing a fouling game with this team? Maybe. I hope so, if you picked up Wrestle. So it looks like a destroy the enemy type team, which is always good fun, you know. And yeah, we are on 2nd season with 15 games, 5 kills inflicted, and just the 1 death. That's pretty good for Underworld, actually. Probably a Goblin, but if it's a Skaven, then, you know, that sucks. And how do we do this season specifically? I believe this was the other 2-2-2 team, so 1 win, 2 wins, 1 draw, 2 draw, 1 loss, 2 loss. Yeah, 2-2-2 as well. So, there's the unlikely heroes. Then we go on to Upsy Dups, who's in the chat. So I did say at the beginning, but you've just joined. If you do want to add anything to your team that I haven't said myself, please do tell me. First of all, I love the pink, and of course in Discord it's Danurusiski Payu. Yeah? Is that how you pronounce it, roughly? Danurusiski Payu. I believe that's how you pronounce it. You can correct me if I'm wrong, though, of course. And we've got the full Chaos Dwarf build, of course. Minotaur, 2 Bull Centaurs, and the 6 Dwarfs. Close enough, thanks. I'll take close enough. Who's our star? We got a big star here with the Bull Centaur. Wow, you've put a lot of work into this Bull Centaur. Fair enough. We got a Sure Hands, block, movement, tackle, and break tackle. Yeah, you gnash your teeth. That's the way to go. I hate the fact that this beard clips, but if you never saw that, you're going to see it now. Every time you look at them, their beards clip when they're doing their animation. It's really frustrating. But yeah, very good looking Bull Centaur. At least the stats. I mean, he's pretty average looking, you know, for a night out on the town, but In stats, he's looking very good. And second Bull Centaur's picked up block. He's a little way behind, but you know, overall, totally awesome is in fact totally awesome. And I didn't read your team name. Sorry. These are the Significant Otters. Did I miss a motto? Just animal pants. Okay, cool. Yeah, I should have started with that definitely, because now I see the totally awesome and Otter this world. This team's really fun actually. And Pandemonium, the Chaos Dwarf blocker, has picked up Claw Mighty Blow. The second one has Mighty Blow Guard Stand Firm. A third one has Guard. A fourth one and a fifth one have nothing, one of which has just missed next game. And the last one has picked up Guard Block as well. Then we have a Dirty Player Hobgoblin, because of course we do. Mr. Mr. Impossible. And one that hasn't picked up anything yet, and a Hobgoblin with Sure Hands Block. That's our carrier, I guess, though he's of course our main carrier. So we have a second carrier in the shape of a Hobgoblin as well. And Dognut the Minotaur has taken a minus movement, which is not ideal, but it could be worse for a Minotaur, to be honest. I mean, if you're using him as a blitzer, kind of an issue. If you're using him mostly as extra muscle, not so bad. So could be worse with the broken stat, but it's not great, of course. And Block Guard Stand Firm on Mr. Minotaur. It's not ideal, but I can live with it. Exactly. It's not so bad actually. So we're quite a few games in with this team. Okay, so what's that? 27, 31. 31 games in. 10 kills. And 7 deaths. That's a lot of deaths for a Chaos Dwarf team. Wow. Somebody really hates Chaos Dwarfs, like the majority of the ICBBL community. So maybe that's why there are so many deaths in this league. Makes perfect sense, but yeah, that's a lot. Wow, ouch. And how have we done then? With a frog, yeah, with a frog. 1 win. 1 win. 4 draws and a loss. I mean, it's Chaos Dwarfs, they draw a lot, so not terrible. And oof, this is a big loss, but okay. Yeah, looks like it's been a rough season, or a rough couple of seasons for them, maybe. But overall, not looking bad at all. If you have anything to add, I'm just going to call you DRP if that's okay, just for the sake of time. Please do give me more notes. And we move on to Lameko then, who I've always been calling him Lameko, to be fair, and I'm glad that I've now had it confirmed. So, ICBBL Delves. We got a really big Delve team, actually. 12 players. Okay, not quite as big as it looked, but it's kind of big. Who's our star? Tough choice, but the Stat Freak is almost definitely our star. We got a Movement 8, Agility 5, Blodge Disgusting Blitzer. And of course he's called Beer Monkey. What else would he be called? So, yeah, the Beer Monkey is the most disgusting player in the team for certain, but, well, good for you, Lameko, and good for you, Beer Monkey. Oh, picked up a follow. Thank you very much for your follow, Upsie-Dups. I appreciate it, and glad to have you here. I'll just let that play out. There we go. Makarovich is also a pretty strong blitzer with plus strength and tackle. And where are other blitzers? We got Undo with Blodge Tackle, and is there a fourth blitzer? Yes, there is. Fallen Glory with Blodge, Mighty Blow, and Busted Armor. And perfect hair for Fallen Glory. I mean, suits him, absolutely. And then we've got the one Witch Elf, D-Man, with Block Mighty Blow, and then some linemen. One lineman's picked up Dodge, one lineman's picked up Dodge Guard, which is very good, and the last one has picked up Wrestle. Overall, very, very good looking Dark Elf team. With 12 players as well, so we even have a bench. I doubt Lameko fouls with this team, but it's just to give him that little bit of security, I guess. It makes the team expensive, though. I'm not sure about 12 elves, to be honest. Not sure if I like it. Can't decide. And not... wow, this team has done really well considering the amount of games. We're only on... what is that? 16 games. 16 games and that much development? That's really good, actually. We've had 1 kill, and Jesus, 5 deaths, and we still got 12 players. That's madness. I love it. I love it now. I've changed my mind. You keep buying, Dark Elves. You keep buying. More power to you. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wins, and 1 draw. Yeah, this was the top team. Makes sense. 5 teams and 1 draw, so very, very good season for Lameko here. And then we move on to We Rise and We Fall from Gameslayer, who I believe is also called Gameslayer in Discord, but I'll just double check. Yes, he is. I don't think he has the numbers in Discord. I think that's the only difference. And we've got a real undead team. Not the kind of undead team that I play. A real undead team. So, 2 mummies, of course. Where's our star first? Is there a skeleton? There's our star! We got a skeleton with Mighty Blow, Tackle, and Niggle. I'm not biased. Not at all. What do you mean? Don't call me biased. And Bender Deceased. That's our star player on this undead team for certain. I mean, he needs some passing and catching skills, but otherwise he's good. What else we got in this team then? We got a mummy with block. What's that? Break tackle and plus movement. I like it. He's actually a scoring threat. We got a second mummy who's got busted movement, unfortunately. That's really bad. That's really bad. And we can't afford to replace him, so we're stuck with him for now. And then we got a white with Mighty Blow Niggle. We got a ghoul with Blodge Sidestep. We got a second ghoul with Blodge Sidestep, Catch, and plus Agility. I mean, he's really the star, but why do you have a ghoul on undead teams? I'll never, ever, ever get involved with that. He's also minus movement, though, so at least he's basically become a good skeleton, so maybe I'm okay with it after all. And we got a brand new zombie. A zombie with block Dirty Player. A skeleton with Tackle. A skeleton with block. A second white that hasn't picked up any skills yet. And a third, a third skeleton who hasn't picked up any skills yet. With a snake running through his eye. So, how far are we through with this team? We've got 13, 17, 23 games in with 1 kill. Just 1 kill, wow. And 6 deaths. Oof. Necromancer needs replacing in this team, apparently. And how do they do this season? We got 2 draws and 4 losses. Not ideal, but keep going, keep stumbling on, you madman. Alright then, and speaking of madman, we have a goblin team in this group from Stitches. I believe he's also called Stitches in Discord as well, but a little bit different. He's a new player to me. And yeah, it's a pretty light goblin team. We got both trolls, we got a fanatic, and we got 5 goblins. Let's have a look at them. Where's our star first of all? This star who hasn't yet taken his level up with break, tackle, block, and of course the next thing is going to be leap. So break, tackle, block, leap. That's throat vomit. And then we've got second troll with break tackle. We've got fanatic who's picked up no skills or SPP. We got a goblin with sidestep, diving tackle. We got a goblin with sidestep, and we got a goblin with broken armor. Is that all he's got? That's all he's got. Broken armor. I mean, that's enough. But still. So we got a game with 4 loners and a fanatic next game. That's gonna be a tough way to end. And no apothecary on this team. That's brave. That's very brave. You don't want to lose a troll, so maybe something to look at. And we're 20 games in with 5 kills. That's pretty good for goblins. And 8 deaths. That's pretty standard for goblins. Let's be honest. And the goblins have gone 1 draw and 5 losses. Yep. That's oh no, sorry, 2 draws and 4 losses. My mistake. 2 draws and 4 losses, which in this league is actually pretty impressive because you managed to draw against some much tougher teams. So fair enough. I'll give you that. That's good going. Then we got well, the one I'm completely confused about now. He's playing me last game of the season. Ah, so you've got the goblins left. All right. Well, that's a tough last game. Chaos Dwarfs against goblins. I'll get there in a second, to be fair. But thanks for the info. Yeah, that's a really tough game for goblins to end on. But well, maybe he'll pull out some goblin magic. So then we've got the coach who's going to have to tell me how to pronounce his name because I'm going with Desifonte for the coach name, but your name in Discord is either Eltesi, if we are going Italian, or what would it be in Hungarian? It would be Eltersi, which is like away in Hungarian. So I'm not sure where you're from. By all means, let me know and correct me and tell me how to say your name. So, bile and corroding since Season 24 steel, Season 25 bronze. Alright, so we're 2 seasons in, I guess. Yes, I'm aware that it's L. There's, oh, yeah, you said he's Spanish. Sorry, you said he's Spanish. Yeah, my mistake. Of course, Spanish, so not Hungarian. So, yes. L. Terzi, terci, El terci? It's just an S then, I guess, if it's Spanish. Alright then. Never mind. By all means, tell me how to pronounce it, because I'm at a loss. What? Okay, we got a kind of chemical route? I'm going to say this guy is too smart for me, but we've gone a kind of chemical route. So, where's our star? Our star is probably this pesty. Yeah. Or the beast. Or this pesty. Yeah, the pesty is definitely the star. So, H3PO4 Pestigore has dodge, sure hands, and block. And a big belly. Looking good. Alright then, and we've got a Nurgle Warrior, Mighty Blow, a Nurgle Warrior with block, a Nurgle Warrior with block guard, a Nurgle Warrior with block. So far, so what are they? Nurgle. Pestigore with block tackle, Pestigore with blood sure hands, Pestigore that is, I guess, MNG with block tackle. I will double check though. Yep, it's next game. And the last Pestigore with plus strength and block as well. Someone knows his chemistry. He does indeed. That someone is not me. That someone is this fantastic coach here. Haven't played him yet, but I think I'm actually playing him this next round in steel? Silver. I'm playing him in silver this round, I think. So I'll get the chance to ask him, hopefully. And the Beast of Nurgle has picked up Tentacles, Guard, and Block. And there's only one Rotter on the team. And, well, that's it. We're a player down. So there's going to be a loner next game as well, probably, because I don't see the point in adding a Rotter. And we're 17 games in with 5 kills and 4 deaths. That's not great for Nurgle, but, you know, it is what it is, I guess. So, we got 3 wins, and a draw and 2 losses. So there we go, that's our results for the last 6 games this season. That's okay, you're talking to each other. Fantastic, keep going. And the Great Rat Race in by the coach Scooter, who I believe I also haven't played. Have I played Scooter? I don't think I've played Scooter. If I have played Scooter, I'm sorry. Run away as fast as you can. Oh wow. Okay, we got two one-turners on the team. 2 one-turners, Jesus. Well, just because it's a mutation, I'm going to call this guy the star. We got dodge, 2 heads, movement, and wrestle. So we're probably looking at a cage diving Sacker here, who can also one-turn, and who also has fleas. And then we got a second gutter who's also a one-turner with plus movement, sure feet, sprint. He's a natural one-turner. Yeah, he's a natural one-turner. Gutter runner as well with block and 2 heads again, and a gutter runner with wrestle. So maybe he was going to be built as the first Sacker, but this one is your better Sacker option. But you've got 2 Sackers coming up, I guess. Storm Vermin with Mighty Blow Tackle, Storm Vermin with Guard. So far, so Storm Vermin. Lineman with Dirty Player, Lineman with Kick, and Jesse Owens Jr., the Rat Ogre, who has picked up no SPP. So he's either new or he's been a bad, bad rat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 11 players. So Dirty Player is an interesting choice of 11 players. You kind of need a bench for Dirty Player to work, but all good. And we are, what, 10, 14 games in with 3 kills and 3 deaths. That's not bad for Skaven. Even on the kill-death ratio, can't go bad. Can't go wrong. And with the last 6 games, then we've got, what are they? The Fireball. 1 win, 2 wins, 3 wins, 4 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. So there's your last 6 games from this season. And I think that was the last coach in this group. Yes, it was. So let's have a look at this week's games. Everything played. Next week's games. So I don't think there's any significant game going on. I'll have to have a look at the leaderboard again. So we got the Delves obviously through, like I said at the start. We've got the Skaven almost definitely through. The Nurgle have a very good chance. The Underworld and the Lizardmen are still just about in the running. Or are they? Yes, they're potentially still in the running, actually. These two, if the maths goes correctly, these two can actually get through. And unfortunately for the rest of you, I think you're out. Upsy may have an outside chance if he wins. Is that possible? I'm not sure, I'd have to do the maths on that. So maybe the Chaos Dwarfs are just about in as well. But I have a feeling that you're out of the running, unfortunately. And that's it for bronze. Right. Nah, I'm out. Yeah, I believe so as well. I haven't done the maths to be 100% sure though, so, you know, I can give you some hope. Hi guys, just want to jump in quickly here at the end. This is Aaron from the future, editing Aaron, or Aaron from the past if I keep using this clip, which I probably will. I just wanted to point out that these videos were all cut out from one stream, so all 4 parts were done in one place, but to make the videos more digestible, I did split them up. You can also find, of course, the particular part you want to look for by using the titles in the videos. I will let this video play out to the last couple of seconds, just with a clip from the last game that I played in whichever of the recaps you're watching, or if we are watching Gold, a general clip from Blood Bowl. Thank you very much for watching. This will be a weekly series going forward, and I hope to catch you again. Bye bye for now. Actually, can you actually do it in 7, yeah? Yeah, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
13 squares is half the pitch.
Yep. I know. I still like to count anyway, because sometimes it's easier counting than doing maths. Which is a sentence that makes absolutely no sense when I think about it, but you know.